Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to another chat show here on Buzzing Pattaya. And today's chat is quite a few questions I've been sent in asking about what's going on here right now, what the changes are, things that have been going on, etc. So I thought, well, let's just wrap this one up and let's just throw a video out there and I'll cover them. So I've had questions like, has the 1st of May made any difference to people? Are there a lot more people predicted to come over? The girls, are they in the bars? Have they come back? What's their attitude like now, having been away for so long? And things that may or may not have been changing whilst they've been away. Have they adapted to a new form of income? Is the town busy? Is it busy? When's the best time to come out? And what do I think as to when the city will fully recover? Great questions. I'm going to go through them step by step. You know, I'll just give you my view. I don't know nothing. It's just an opinion at the end of the day. You've got yours, I've got mine. Incidentally, please bear with me if you are supporting me through Patreon. Yes, classic Trev, I've just messed up again and they blocked me. I didn't realise that I couldn't post the content I wanted to post, so therefore I posted quite some interesting content and they booted me off. So anyway, I'm working around that situation. We might have a look at OnlyFans or another new Patreon account, and obviously I'll have to tailor that content down. But if you guys know of another way that I can share this kind of information through a platform of some description, let me know, guys. Drop me an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com, and let's see what I can do, because right now I messed up yet again. All right, so as always, I'll put some video footage over the top of my ugly head so you don't have to watch me. And here you go, that. I love that clicking finger stuff. It's brilliant. It makes me feel like I'm good at this. Right. Okay, so question number 1. Has the 1st of May made any difference? Well, I'll tell you what's really annoyed me, I've got to be honest with you, is people that I've spoken to that have come out since the 1st of May and that are here. One of the things that they've said is noticeably the price of flights has increased considerably. Now, you know, I think that's a bit naughty, really. Do you know what I mean? Like the airports, the airlines, they know that we've been suffocated from being able to come out and enjoy ourselves and travel freely. And now when you are allowed to travel freely, it seems the prices of airfares have rocketed. Now, I don't know, guys, you know, you're out there looking at fares. How much has this 1st of May impacted the cost of your flight? Because I think that's bang out of order, personally. I think they should, if anything, reduce the cost of flights to encourage people to start traveling again, because we do have a few people that are still wary of traveling, and obviously we've got the whole PCR test and the vaccinations. Have you or haven't you had a vaccination? So I don't really know in terms of like the flights. I think that's a bit naughty, and if you have experienced some increase, please, you know, share with us as to what you were paying and what they're asking for you to pay now. Has it actually had an effect the 1st of May? Well, ironically, I was looking in Tiger News the other day, and they were anticipating that they reckon there are some 5,000 people per day now coming through into the country. And I don't know whether that's true. I don't know how they manage or monitor these figures. I'm not that clever. But I guess they must have some form of statistic to showcase this. So 5,000 people a day, that's not a lot though, is it? It's 150,000 people a month, which, you know, I don't know. What was it back in the day? God, I dread to think. So in terms of has it had an effect, I think it will encourage people to come out. As to whether or not they will decide to come out now, if I was in your shoes, I'd probably hang out a little bit just to let the city recover, because although you're allowed to travel, there isn't, you know, it's not a blanket sweep where everything's just instantly changed. So let's see what happens on that one. The question I've been asked is, when's the best time to come out? And, you know, moving from what I was just talking about there, I would say personally, I would give it another month, maybe another 6 weeks, because there is still more relaxation in the rules pending. They are talking about relaxing the closing times, allowing the Go-Go's to return back to their normality that we are used to. You know, there's a lot of things pending, and I would think probably to get the maximum experience, you'd be better off just waiting a little while, maybe another month, maybe another 2 months. But again, you know, if you do come out, listen, it's not a problem. You're going to have a great time. As people who have been out here or have just gone back home, they will all tell you, you know, it's a good vibe in the city. So don't panic. Now, the question I get asked is so many times, are there plenty of girls in the bars? The answer to that, in its fairness, is there is enough for you. That's all I can say on that situation. In terms of going back to the bars like they were when they were rammed full of girls and entertainment was thriving, no, we're not in that situation right now. However, there are a lot of girls returning. There are a lot of girls coming back down from the village, and gradually, slowly but surely, we are returning back to some form of normality. Now, whether that's going to be like it used to be, or whether we're going to peter out and it's going to be like, this is the new normal, I don't know. I really don't know. Because a lot of things have changed in the last 2 years, and we'll talk about that in a second. But in terms of the actual amount of girls here, you know, when we go off and do our Tuesdays and our Fridays, and we leg it around the city, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Yes, we do have situations where sometimes it's a little bit thin on the ground, but generally speaking, it's fine. Now, the other question, and it's a really good question, is has the girls' attitudes changed over the last 2 years? And I think what that basically boils down to, and you know, maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. This is the whole beauty of being a chat show, is, you know, you can fire in your thoughts. But I think they have changed. I think what's happened is, you know, there's a lot of good Samaritans in the world. There's a lot of people here that are happy to support the girls, that are happy to, you know, help them out. And fair play, guys, you know, fair play. Excuse me. You know, fair play to you for helping the girls out. But the problem that I think's happened is that what's now seems to be the norm is these girls have played the same card across all of their contacts. So let's just say that a girl happens to have, I don't know, let's just say 100 guys, just say, for instance, and that's not a lot. When you consider how many blokes come out here and you consider how many guys these girls interacted with prior to the situation that we've just come through, if they was to message, say, 100 guys and say, you know, hey, Tilak, I'm sorry, I've got no money and things are tough, I need to feed the baby, or I've got to feed the buffalo, my mum's on the deathbed for the 50th time, and all these kind of things that they will say to you, you know, they're going to pull on your heartstrings. But then what's happened is, you see, those 100 people, out of them, let's just say 10 people say, do you know what, I'll send you 5,000 baht. And that's 50,000 baht a month. Now, 50,000 baht a month up in the village, I'll tell you now, you can live quite comfortably. You know, you can just about scrape through here. I've covered that in the previous video where I've showcased what you can live on here. But in fairness, 50,000 baht a month up in the jungle is a good amount of money. So now they're sitting there, and, you know, it's very often people think these girls are like, you know, they're just farm girls. They don't really know what they're doing. They're doing the best they can to make money and to get through life. But they're sharp operators. They really are. They're sharp operators. They will tell you all kinds of stories. They will reinvent the stories. They will, you know, replay the stories, and they will try and extract whatever they can out of you as quickly as they can and as easily as they can. And us being us humans, us males, you know, we're happy to share that wealth, that fortune that we have sitting in our account, and give them some support, which is fantastic. But where it's gone tits up is those girls are now sitting there thinking, well, hang on, you know, I've got all this money coming in, I've got all these people sponsoring me. So then what happens is they get greedy, in my opinion, and you might disagree with me, and that's fine, I have no problem with that whatsoever, it's just an opinion. But from what I've seen is they get greedy. And that means that when they come back here to work, their attitude does change in terms of they come back here thinking, well, I'm already getting sponsored, and I'm not going to tell that person that I'm working back in the bar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to the bar, and I'm going to try and get a salary, and I'm going to try and get my drink quota, and I don't necessarily have to go off and do other things in the evenings other than just drink, because I've got all you kind-hearted people sponsoring me. So you can kind of see like where this issue starts to arise, where it becomes a bit more, standoffish. Well, no, you know, I don't need to sit down with you because I've got people sending me money. So it has in many ways changed their attitude. Not everybody, because obviously, you know, some don't have many sponsors and some have many. But it has given them an opportunity to sit down now and think out, do I need to do the bar fine situation, or shall I become what we call a drink queen? If you're not sure what I'm referring to with a drink queen, basically a drink queen is a girl that comes in, she will fleece you for drinks left, right and centre, and then when that moment comes when you say, hey, listen, I'm kind of hungry, do you want to come and join me for food, and maybe we'll go off for the evening, and they say, oh sorry, no I don't. And you're left there scratching your head thinking, well hang on, I've just bought you 5 drinks, etc, etc. So it does happen, and we call those drink queens. So you kind of understand why they've got this change in attitude, why they're now thinking, well hang on, we've got all these people sending me money. I don't necessarily have to go off and have dinner of an evening, if you catch what I'm saying. So I think the one thing that I would say to you guys beforehand is, if that is your intentions, if you are considering to go off of an evening, make your intentions clear at the outset, rather than start spending your money buying lots of drinks thinking that that's what's going to happen, only to be turned down. Remember, this is a business. It is what it is. The girls are here to make money. You're here to have fun. And between the two of you, there will be money exchanged. Be it with a drink, or be it with an evening spent together with a meal, etc. Whatever's going to happen is money will change hands. So make sure, before you carry on buying those drinks, that if that is your end goal, your end intention, please be upfront. The girls will not be offended, but what they will do is say, oh, sorry, no, it's not my cup of tea. Okay, no problem. At least you know where you stand. The question I get asked as well is, should I come out? Should I come out? As I mentioned earlier on in this video, you know, I personally would wait it out a little bit, only because there are still some more restrictions that are going to be relaxed. There's more things that are going to change. So I think that if you could wait it out, then that's probably the best way to be. Having said that, I'm going to contradict myself now, and I'm going to say to you, listen guys, jump on a plane tomorrow, come out here, you're going to have a great time. And you will. You know, we go off on a Tuesdays and a Fridays, we meet up on a Monday and a Wednesday, we have a fantastic time. And everybody that comes out here, I've yet to find anyone that says, oh, this is crap, I wish I'd never came. I've yet to find that. I've had a lot of people who actually say the opposite. I've had a lot of people saying to me, do you know what, mate? This is the best holiday I've had. It's not overcrowded. It's not rammed with blokes walking around everywhere. It's not busy where I can't get a seat in the bar. It's not so busy I can't sit down with a girl. It's actually quite nice. It's relaxed. It's fun. It's enjoyable. There's still plenty of things happening here to keep you occupied. 1,000,000%. You will not be left here scratching your head thinking, well, that was a waste of my flight money and coming out here. So if you want to come out now, if you're sitting there with itchy feet and scratching the palms and thinking, I need to get out, well then come out, guys. I promise you, come out, you will still have a fantastic time. Most of the bars are open now. A lot of the go-go bars are open. They're not like they used to be, but that will change in the near future, as I've mentioned. So there's still plenty of entertainment. There are a lot of busy places here. The gentlemen's clubs here seem to have rocketed through the roof. They seem to be the go-to places right now. So, you know, there is a lot here to entertain you, a lot here to keep you occupied. Come over, trust me, you will have a good time. The last question I've been asked is, when do I see everything returning back to normal? And people keep sending me messages saying to me, when will the soapy massages be open? They have to be and will be the very last part of the city to open. For the simple fact is, it's a bodily, physical interaction between two people. And if you're not sure what a soapy massage is, basically a girl will glide up and down on you with either soap or oil. And the oil one's called a Nuru massage. And yeah, it's good fun. It's a good experience. Definitely, if you've never done it, have a go, have a crack. It's a good laugh. But, you know, that is a very personal, very body-to-body contact. So that will always be the last one to be allowed to open. I think, personally, by the 1st of July, we should be in a very strong position where at least 90% of everything is back as it should be. And I'm going to include the go-go bars. So I think by the 1st of July, we should be in a situation where they're reopened, the girls are dancing back up on the stage like they were. I think that will be the given time, is the 1st of July, in my opinion. I don't know, guys, you know, what do you think? Where do you see the city standing in, say, 3 months' time or 6 months' time? You know, I heard a lot of people say to me, oh, it's going to take years to recover. I disagree. You know, if you look at like football, for instance, and you know, not just in England but around the world, you know, when they were playing behind closed doors, there was no crowds whatsoever. Then they started to allow a certain amount of people in, and now look at them. You know, the grounds are packed. So I see the city, the entertainment here, I see that in a similar concept in terms of, yes, right now we're kind of like allowing a little bit to go on, but once it all opens, I think we'll pack it out. So, excuse me. I've got a bit of a cough, and everyone's like, have you got the big C? No, I haven't got that. I haven't got anything. I'm okay. I've even done my test. I'm fine. So yeah, I think in terms of like when will stuff really reopen, I think the 1st of July. And I think once that really does happen, I think August, September will be brilliant. And I think November, December, January will be fantastic. I think we'll almost be back to where we were before the situation that we're in. So there you go, guys. That's my shout on it. You know, I'm nobody. I don't know anything. It's just an opinion of mine. So please don't take it as a given. I'm not telling you what I think is definitely going to happen. I'm just sharing with you what I think will happen. But the most important thing is, what do you think, guys? What do you think? Do you think that the situation will improve dramatically and quickly? Or do you think we're going to slumber through like we have been and still continue to keep these restrictions in place forever and a day? You know, eventually it has to stop. It does have to stop. If you have come out on an airplane, well, can't use a canoe, can you? You know what I'm saying? But if you are flying out, has your flight details changed in terms of the cost? Has it gone up astronomically, or is it okay? Is it pretty much what it used to be? Share, please. You know, what's the changes in the flight prices? Are the airlines being greedy and fleecing you, or are they being realistic? And in fact, you might be even finding some bargains. Let me know, guys. What do you think? When are you coming out, guys? When's it on your agenda? What's your plans moving forward? And if you are out here, or you've been out recently and you've gone back home, how did you find the situation with the girls? Did their attitudes change? Do you think that it's not the same as it used to be? Or alternatively, did you have a fantastic time? Which I'm sure you did, and I hope you did, because trust me, we have some great times out here. Should you come out here? Absolutely. But if you can wait it out just a little bit longer, I would recommend it, just to give us a chance to get most things back where they should be. All right, so that's it today, guys. That's my not my coffee chat, it's my chat show. I hope you've enjoyed today's discussion. Please drop your comments below. Really, really important. And like I say, if you were supporting me through Patreon, please bear with me. It's a bit of a spanner in the works, but I'm working around that one, not to worry. And if you haven't already, guys, join Discord. On Discord, 14,000 plus members now, just like you guys, with a love for this wonderful city here. So get in there, start asking questions, start chatting, start making new friends, and really be part of what is an amazing community here on Buzzing. All right, that's it for me today, guys. Please, the one thing I would ask is please hit the subscribe button. It really, really does help me tremendously. So please hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to be notified, ding the bell button. I bring a video out every day, 9 a.m. in the morning. And if you'd like to support the YouTube channel, there is a link in the description below. Have a look, check that out. All right, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. And please, as always, wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe.